Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So today we are moving away from the subway system and we are moving on to another project. You might be wondering why I'm kind of out here, kind of behind the city area. We have the main downtown over here, the statue over there. And we're doing this because we are going to be building a monument. So if you've ever seen Stampy Longnose and how he has the love garden, we're going to be doing something similar to that, where every single video I will add a comment um, into the monument. So every single day, I'll add just one person into it from each video. So if I like your comment, I'll add your name to the garden or to the monument, and that will be that. But of course, there's a lot of work to be done. So to start, we are going to be removing all these trees. We need to build a pathway because we do have that bridge over there. So we're just going to be extending that pathway over here, building a nice little bridge here. And then the monument will kind of be on this island here. So I'm not sure how big I'm going to make it or how small I'm going to make it, but let's start by clearing some trees. Alrighty, I was able to clear some of the trees here, and I think I now have a vision for what the monument's going to be. I'm thinking sort of this area is going to be this somewhat grand entrance into this forest area, and then through the forest here, will probably have us going up here, through here, and then in this sort of nature area, we build a somewhat smaller monument where each of the names can get a bit more to it. Probably like a little fountain surrounded by the names is what I was thinking. But as for out here, I was thinking having probably 6 massive, almost spike pillars signifying the entrance. And then, of course, we'll have sort of a mystical tone, bone meal out of the ground because there's not much grass, and then going through there into the monument there. So to start, I think we should probably get started on those pillars. And for the pillars, we're just going to do basic stone. And luckily, thanks to the previous video, we have plenty of stone. So it should not be a problem at all. I think we'll probably start with the biggest ones first. So we'll do here, about here. So let's get this pillar. Alright, now even though that looks ridiculous right now, once it gets all filled in, it'll start looking a whole lot better. Let's do the other side here. And that's looking pretty strong right there, although you're kind of running into the issue where I think we're gonna have to offset the next few. And that's looking good for the entrance, actually. So we'll have the pathway coming in along here. Then I'll go through the middle of all of these spikes. But of course, these spikes need to be filled in. And then I think probably some rocks, some more grass, adding more to the mystical sort of feeling here. And the good news is about these pillars is I don't want them to look perfect by any sort of means. Um, these are definitely meant to look very natural but mystical-esque. Definitely gotta smooth this one out just a little bit. There we go. That's looking a whole lot better now. Hey everyone, I just want to say how incredibly thankful I am for all of the views, all the nice comments, everything that's been said. So this is kind of a new little segment talking over the time lapse. I'm not sure if I'll continue this. This was done by recommendation by friend Anthony. And, you know, I think I can kind of take these moments to talk about something other than Minecraft, like what's going on. I just got back from a pickup basketball game, and, you know, so I'm kind of tired as I'm editing this. But I do want to say some of the future videos might be pre-recorded because I will be on vacation, although I will continue uploading every Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of the video. All right, and here we are. We have all the pillars done. And you know, this just looks absolutely perfect. It'll look a lot better with shaders on, although it looks pretty good right now. And the other thing is, from the city, we're seeing that it looks absolutely great. This entrance is awesome. Although it is definitely missing a lot of grass along with the pathway. So I think right now, and we're gonna use the wood that we got earlier to build the bridge. So to start, I think we will do a very, very simple bridge. But first I want to see. That's what I was fearful of. But it does need to be high enough so that way boats can go underneath it. So let's get started on some pillars. And then those pillars do a diagonal bridge. There we go. We have a very simple but, you know, very useful bridge. And it does look a little bit funky. I might adjust that in the future. But for now, it's fine. It works. It's functional. I wanted to give it sort of an airy look, and it, you know, the fence posts do look slightly weird, but it's fine for now. The next thing is to build this pathway and just extend it. And of course, this pathway looks funky right now, but that's why we have bone meal. Now this has finally added some character to it all. Now this looks a lot better, a lot more ambient, looks very much like the environment should look. Alright, and I now have the pathway built all the way to this pathway, which this will be done in a future video, but for now, this is a pathway that does connect all the way to the village out here. Although I will say, I might as well complete this, but I will say that I plan on expanding the city, and I really want to do more little projects kind of on the outskirts of the city. So I have many mega projects planned and already built here in the city. Even just like the main base, everything, it's all so huge here. But there's a lot of little things that I want to build. And I think building some of them out here is going to be good. Like I want to build a golf course, and even though that is big, it's not something that would fit in the city. So on top of that, I'm going to be using sort of a lot of this land to build those little mini projects right here. And that's why this pathway may look a little bit weird now, but it will all be terraformed eventually to, you know, have some more buildings. And this will be almost an extension of the city. This little village. This will turn into like a little village here. But for now, let's continue on to this. So we have this full entranceway done and ready, but now we need to go to the actual monument site itself. And for this, you know, I think this little area will be perfect, where you can still see almost the top of the city. So this is where I'm going to build it. And to start, I think most likely we should just build a circle. And wow, from above, this is looking absolutely stunning. Finally have the circle completed. Although, let's beef this up a little bit. This isn't feeling wide enough. Let's do one more. No. Definitely not another layer on the inside at least. Okay, now this internal part shall be the garden. But first, because this is YouTube, I want to put something special here. Now that's what I was going for. A YouTube logo that has stood the test of time. So it has all of the leaves growing around it and in it. And of course, it'll look better after we clean up some of the environment, add the fountain in the middle, and really just make it all look nice. A log thing just around like this. And every single episode I will be putting... Wait. Something's not right. Something's not right at all. Ah, that's what isn't. We're just gonna fill that in on each side. Yes, I know that makes it not a perfect circle, but that's okay. So every single episode, someone's name will be added onto these boards. And that will stay there through the rest of the series. And there we go. It might look ridiculous now, but once we fill it all up with water, it won't look so ridiculous. But I need buckets. Let's see if I have any iron here. I don't, so I'm going to need to go get some. Our very grand fountain, our YouTube thing over there. Now all that's left is to clean everything up, and I will see you once that is done. This is looking absolutely stunning. And this, you know, this was a bit of a smaller project, although even though it took a lot of land, you know, there wasn't so much to this one. It was definitely a bit quicker, but it was definitely just as interesting to build. And hopefully as interesting to watch as it was to build. And it was a lot of fun. But for now, we have to name our very first 2 people for the garden, because we will have 1 person per episode. So obviously we are going to be backtracking for the first episode. And for this episode, we will also be naming someone. So apologies to our very first comment. Our first comment goes to Pedro Silva 4342. And this comment, here, we will put it, it was episode 1. And then we have Pedro Silva 4342. And they said, that's amazing. Keep working on it. Maybe start a series on YouTube on it. And that's, one of the comments that helped inspire it all. Now, our next comment will be from our very first episode. And this comes from OWCA Games 1564. Episode 2. OWCA Games 1564. I assume that's how your name is spelled, but these are our very first 2 people added to the monument. And I do hope you guys all stick around if you want to join the monument as well. Leave a comment down below if I like what you said. I will add you to the monument. So, and until next time, have a good one. Peace out.